Hey there and welcome. Have you ever looked at the price of your favorite snack and thought, wait a minute, wasn't this cheaper before? Well, today we're going to be detectives and solve that exact mystery together. Why do things seem to get more expensive all the time? Let's go find some clues. So, our very first clue is something you've probably noticed with your own money. We'll call this one the case of the shrinking allowance. Okay, picture this. You've been saving up your allowance, you're so excited, you go to the store to get that one snack you love, and huh, it costs more now. The same amount of money you had last week doesn't buy you the same thing this week. It's frustrating, right? Well, here's the thing. It is absolutely not just you. You're not imagining it. This happens all the time with almost everything, from snacks and toys to bus tickets and movie passes. Prices just creep up over time. It's actually a totally normal thing in our economy, and it even has a special name. So, what is this mystery of rising prices actually called? Let's give it its official name. The official name for our mystery is inflation. I know, it sounds like a big, fancy word, but all it really means is that on average, the prices for most things are going up. That's it. Okay, so we know prices are rising because of this thing called inflation. But how do the experts actually figure out by how much they're rising? That sounds like a huge job, doesn't it? I mean, seriously, just think about all the millions of different things you can buy. How could anybody possibly keep track of the price of every single one of them, all at the same time?
And the answer is they can't. It would be completely impossible. So to solve this problem, economists use a really clever trick. They basically pretend to go shopping with a very special imaginary shopping basket.
And we're not talking about just any old basket. Oh no, this is kind of like the world's most important shopping basket. And it's designed to do just one thing, help us solve this mystery of rising prices. So let's take a look inside. So how do they build this thing? It's basically a two-step process. First, the experts figure out a list of all the typical things an average family buys. Then they just add up the total price of everything on that list. Simple as that. And what kind of stuff is in this basket? Well, it's not just snacks and video games. It's filled with the really important things a family needs. You know, like the cost of their house, food to eat, gas for the car, paying for school, and even trips to the doctor. All right, now here is the most important part of the whole trick. To see how prices have changed, they check the total cost for the exact same items in the basket, 1 year, and then check it again the next year. So, for example, let's say last year the total cost for everything in our basket was 100,000 won. This year, for the very same items, the total comes to 102,000 won. And boom, just like that, we've solved it. The price of the basket went up by 2,000 won. Since the basket started at 100,000 won, that's a 2% increase. So we can say the inflation rate was 2%. That is the number you hear people talking about on the news. Now, this shopping basket idea seems pretty simple, right? But in the real world, things can get a little bit tricky. So here is a really interesting puzzle. How do you measure the price of a smartphone? I mean, the phone you buy this year is way different from the one that came out last year. It has a better camera, it's faster, it's not really the same thing at all. Yeah, this is what some people call the tech problem. The new phone has all these amazing features, but the old model is probably getting cheaper. So, which price do you put in the basket? It gets pretty confusing trying to compare them. So, it's pretty clear that it's not a perfect system. But you know what? Even with tricky things like new technology, this shopping basket idea is still the very best tool we have for getting a good idea of how much prices are changing on average. And that's really the whole point. It's just our best attempt. It's the best way we've figured out to see, on average, how much more expensive things are from 1 year to the next. So there you have it. The mystery of rising prices is solved, but it leaves us with one final, fun question to think about. If prices keep going up a little bit every year, how much allowance do you think you're going to need to buy your favorite snack 10 years from now? Something to chew on. Thanks for being a detective with me today.